Hi there. Good afternoon. And today, as early as now, today's Monday, I'm starting the review for your test. Let's review Unit 4A here. All right, this one here. There are four terms here. There's no greatest common factor to all of them, so I'm going to use factor by grouping. The common to them is 5x squared. So I'm going to divide this by 5x squared here. That gives me x plus 8. And I told you this has to be the same thing. If not, then it might not be factorable. What goes here, that will be 8. So therefore, the answer is x plus 8, 5x squared plus 8. And that's the answer for number 1. Number 2, here I have four terms still. Do they have anything common? That's 9, that's 6, it's 2. They're all divisible by 3 here. I can see that one. And it's a big number. What I can do here, I'll go first on the right side. 24 and x, the common to them is, or you know what? I can divide this one first by 3. 144 divided by 3 will give me a 48 x cubed. 126 divided by 3 will give me a minus 42 x squared. 24 divided by 3 is 8x minus 7. Now I'll make it simpler, right? 48 and 42, or this one here, 8x minus 7, there's nothing common. So I know that there's a plus 1 here, and this is also 8x minus 7. What goes over here? I know for a fact if I put 6 here, 6 times 8 is 48, 6 times 7 is 42, but I need to have the common variable, which is x squared. There you have it. So therefore, the answer is 6x squared plus 1 and 8x minus 7. Now for this one here, same thing. Common to them is 3m, and I put there n plus 5, right? And then copy the n plus 5 here. What goes with that one? It's going to be negative 15, right? And therefore, you're going to have 3m minus 15 n plus 5. Some you can still factor out what's common between 3 and 5. 15, it's still 3, so you can factor it out, m minus 5 n plus 5. If you notice, we could have factor out here the 3 easily, but you can still factor out on the very last one. So you should still get the same answer here. Here, same thing with this, 10, 49, there's no common. 35 and 14, they do have common here, but the common over here, what I can do, think. The common here is only going to be v, and I don't like that to happen. I can move around things here, and maybe I can make it work. Like 10uv minus 35u. Now their common is u and the 5. And here, I can have a 49v minus 14v squared. So here, the common here is 5u, and goes here 2v minus 7. Right? And then if I copy a 2u minus 7 here, what should go outside will be a positive 7, right? Because that will give you, oh, no. No, that's not going to work. It has to be negative 7. Why is it negative 7? Because negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. Negative 7 times negative 7 is positive. Okay, for v, negative 7v, because one of them, the common is v there. Right? So therefore, the answer is 5u minus 7v, 2v minus 7 is the answer. Next here, common to them is n squared. So take away the n squared there, so n minus 9. Here, the higher exponent here is a squared, factor out the a squared. So that gives you a squared plus 6a plus 5. And you can notice that you can still factor this one here. Maybe factoring a plus 5, a plus 1, and with the a squared over here. Common to them is k, factor out the k squared plus 10k plus 21. That gives you what two numbers? When you multiply them, you get 21, but when you add them, you get 10. That gives you k plus 7, k plus 3. And that's the answer. Here, the 2 is not a common factor. I told you multiply 2 and 49. That gives you 98. What are the factors of 98? It's not divisible. It's divisible by 2, 49, 2 and 7, 14 and 7. Am I right? 14 times 7 is 98. There you go. So m plus 7, m plus 14. Because 14 times 7 is equal to 98. Divide this by 2. Divide by 2 because we multiply the 2 over here. We cannot divide it. So 2m plus 7. And this will become m plus 7 are the factors of number 8. Next. Here, common there is k, 3k minus 1. Again, if you distribute this one here, you should get the question back. Common here is not 5, but multiply 5 and 6. Oh, sorry. There's a common. All of them have n, so factor out the n. And then you have 5n squared minus 13n plus 6. Now I can multiply 5 and 6. That gives me a 30. So n squared minus 13n plus 30. What two numbers, when you multiply them, you get 30, but when you add them, you get negative 13. That gives you what? N and 15 and 2. Since that's negative, this is negative, this is positive here. We divide it by 5 because we use a 5 here to multiply the 6. So we can divide this one, n minus 3, and make it 5n plus 2. Next here, number 11. All of them have n, so I'm going to factor out the n there. 1n minus 24. Now you can multiply 10 and 24 there. That gives you n squared minus 1n minus 240. Now 240, obviously, that goes with 24 and 10. This is 8 and 3, let's say 5 and 2. I need to come up with a 1 there. There you go. 3 times 5 is 15. 8 times 2 is 16. So I know this will be n minus 15. N minus, this plus is n minus 16. How do you know that one? I break down the factors of 240, which I see 15 times 16 is 240. Yeah, I'm right there. And this is negative, so that's just the bigger one should be minus. And I have to divide this all by 10 and by 10. So this will give me n, both of them are divisible by 5, 3 halves. And this will be divisible by 2, which is 8 over 5. That tells me that 5 and the 2 goes in front of the n there. 2n plus 3 and 5n minus 8. And for this one here, what's common them is 8m. So that will leave you m plus 10. That's all. Here, common to them is 18, 15, and 12 is divisible by 2. So I have 9b squared minus 25b minus 6. And then you can multiply the 9 and the 6, which will give you b squared minus 25b. 9 times 6 is 54. And what goes to 54? 54, 2 and 27. There you go, 2 and 27. When you multiply them, you get 54. But when you add them, you can come up with a 25 there. So b minus 27, b plus 2. But again, we have to divide this by what? By 9. By 9. That leaves us b minus 3 and 9b plus 2 with the 2 outside there. We're good? All right, approaching the limit, and I'll stop from here. I'm going to have more parts on this video. Have a good day. Bye.